And I just eat them all. My kids hardly ever eat them. So, and Mr. Don doesn't eat them all.
Monster cookies are messy though.
Yeah, they are. They're so yummy.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
Okay.
finish this.
Yeah, let's go. We can do
Can
it.
we go outside?
No, it's
No,
70
shut up.
degrees.
My head hurts.
Don't drink of water then. Okay. So, again, leading us into that very nicely before, if you don't remember, Stone had mentioned, so this last one had 4 zeros of this function. And so there was 4 zeros. This one had 3. And I mentioned this before. Does anyone have an idea of how we would know that just by looking at the equation?
We count how many zeros there are.
How many X's? X's, yeah.
That's what the degree is.
Yeah, the degree is going to be the highest number of zeros we can have. Now, it's the highest. It might have less. From time to time, there's a function that will have like a degree of 3 and only have 2 zeros. That's okay. So that's possible to have happen. So the degree is the highest number of zeros. I just want to write this in like a math way as opposed to what I'm saying. But so a polynomial with n degrees, so 4th degree, 3rd degree, whatever it happens to be, has at most n zeros. But that's not always going to be the case, that they're always going to have that many zeros. Sometimes we have less. Sometimes the zeros are imaginary. So one of the things you can also look at is, it might not just be a zero. It might, we'll be looking at graphs. And basically, however many times it would cross any horizontal line. So, So I'll show you guys how this graph will help us to tell that. Crosses any horizontal line n times. Yeah.
Have fun.
I will.
Where are you going?
The doctor.
No, that's how you.
But you're gonna get some shots.
Work on our priorities.
Shots.
Kick her. Make her drums.
Okay. So we have this polynomial graph. How many zeros does this graph have?
3.
So yeah, sorry, that one may be in the middle you might have missed. Okay, guys.
No, I didn't.
So where this line, where y equals 0, that's going to tell me my zeros. So this one would have 1, 2, 3 zeros of this function. However, there's actually more possible, there's a higher degree than just 3. And so what we're going to do is we want to draw a horizontal line on this graph where we can hit as many like spots on the graph as we possibly can. So if I draw like kind of at, I think like 4 if I go across.
4 or 5.
Or 5. 5 works as
That was
well.
a really good straight line.
Yeah, I use the line thing.
That was so good.
I cheated. I used the line tool because it would look really like wonky if I tried doing it. All right, so I drew a horizontal line, or I
Use the line.
cheated.
Cheated.
All right, so there's our horizontal line. So we want to, like, the degree can come from that horizontal line. So how many times does it hit that horizontal line there? 5. So what's the smallest possible degree for the polynomial? This polynomial is going to be a 5th degree as the smallest like number possible. So we'd say degree of 5.
Wait, why is it different?
Yeah, what?
Shouldn't it be the highest?
So,
Cause didn't you just say that it can be 3 but have 2 zeros?
yeah.
Not for those.
So, okay, so this one only has 3 zeros. But it hits that line 5 times. So it could be a higher degree with less zeros. So it could be a degree of 8, but it only has 3 zeros, that's okay. So it could the degree can be higher than the number of zeros, but the zeros will never go over the degree. Yep,
So why are we asking the smallest possible degree? Wouldn't it be the largest?
largest possible degree. Probably, yeah, charge, probably be largest possible degree, sorry. Yeah,
And we call it a day.
let's call it a day, because it's a Friday and I'm struggling. All right,
Aren't we all?
all right.
Right, so it can be less than 5 too?
The wrong side.
Yeah.
It is.
No,
What?
it's 47 degrees.
Should we go out right by the window?
No, we were told we weren't supposed to let you guys out unsupervised.
But
Under 20 degrees.
Under